This is so funny. So people have actually made a vote on all of the games, and the game that's in last place is Astrobot. That's just funny. Okay, Sony. So Astrobot's supposed to be Sony's Mario. Okay, this is supposed to be Sony's Mario. But this is just absolutely hilarious that Astrobot's being absolutely destroyed. Why do people hate Astrobot that much? Did Astrobot flop that hard? Okay, did Astrobot fail that hard that only 30 people voted for Game of the Year? Almost like they sort of picked different games for Game of the Year. Okay, like they could have picked, they sort of picked Fozzie Door remake. If Elden Ring's DLC fucking counts for fucking Game of the Year, then fucking Paper Mario should count as fucking Game of the Year. No excuses for that. Okay, Fozzie Door should count for Game of the Year if Elden Ring's DLC and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth count. Okay, but again, and of course there's tons of other games that was not like Space Marine 2. Oh wait, that game's not woke. It's an anti-woke game, so not nominated. We have Tekken 8. Why wasn't Tekken 8 nominated? Okay, and they had like 5 or 6 games that could have been nominated, and he chose like the worst selection of games, besides maybe like Black Myth Wukong. Okay, which that game was very popular for a couple of weeks. Okay, and maybe Metaphor Fantaso. Those are the only two like actual decent options. But Astrobot is such a failure. Okay, it is such a failure of a game. Okay, yes, critics loved the game, but did people buy the game? Did people play the game? I'm starting to honestly doubt that people actually bought Astrobot. I'm starting to honestly doubt that people actually bought and played this game. I really don't think Astrobot did too well. Okay, that's why Sony hasn't announced any sales numbers for this game. Spider-Man, it was right away. This game sold like 3 million copies. But Astrobot, this game was a massive, colossal failure. Like, I am just astonished that it only got 30 votes for a straw poll for Game of the Year. Okay? It's just astonishing how Sony has gone that low. That few people actually care about Astrobot. And most people who talk about Astrobot rip the game to shreds for being a Mario ripoff. Okay? It's just Sony can't win with the failure of Concord and the failure of Astrobot, which Sony has not, which likely the game hasn't passed 1 million copies because no one bought the game, and also the failure of Lego Horizons, which sold less than Concord, doesn't base off Steam player base. Okay. And let's not forget the fact that Stellar Blade also flopped earlier this year. Yeah, everybody tends to forget that Stellar Blade exists. But Stellar Blade also flopped. It's just, what does Sony have? How can Sony fucking save the fucking console? I really don't understand this. Okay? Because Sony fans say that Nintendo is dying, but no one's buying Astrobot. No one's buying, or like half of these Sony games. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth flopped. Final Fantasy VII 16 flopped. These games lose interest after time. Final Fantasy 16 flopped on PC. Stellar Blade will probably flop on PC. Astrobot will probably flop on PC. Lego Horizon sold so poorly on PC, along with Concord. Okay, Concord did so poorly, the game was shut down in 2 weeks. Okay, how is Sony gonna survive? Okay, this is just a mystery to me how Sony is selling so many consoles if no one is buying anything for it. Okay, which must mean my theory about the scalpers are correct. That most of the people who are buying PS5s are buying it to hoard them, which is pretty ironic as it is. And that's what this video here. Goodbye.